Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on a Monday night, 7 p.m. Central. This is the world's most dangerous podcast, and I am your host, Stevie Ray, and we call it Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. Now, you guys know every Monday night, me and my guest co-host, Mr. Tibbs, Mr. Jimmy Tibbs, is usually here, but Jimmy has some things going on with his home that he's redoing right now. And Jimmy is not going to be able to be on the show tonight. So hopefully we'll have Jimmy back next week. But hey, man, let Jimmy try to finish his house. Y'all know he's been working on it for a little bit over a year now. What's up, Repo? And he's got some things that he really had to do today. So I'm like, hey, man, go ahead and do your business. You know, we can always do the podcast whenever he finishes. But he's been putting in the wrench time on that house development of his, and apparently something that was going down was only going to be able to go down tonight. So it is what it is, but Mr. Jimmy Tibbs won't be here tonight. And I took it upon myself that I'm going to still do the show. Because, you know, whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever you guys want to ask Stevie Ray, hey, I'm here, I'm open, the lines are open. Tonight, I'm not going to be live on Facebook because Facebook has kicked me off for 7 days. Yes, Facebook has kicked me off for 7 days. I am riding with my Instagram guys, though, tonight. They're watching, and hopefully they can hear me and see me loud and clear. So that is what it is. But, you know, a lot of times people post things on Facebook, and every now and then, I'm not on Facebook a whole lot, but every now and then, every few days or so, I just start scrolling and looking at different things that people are posting. And some of the I'm sorry, man, social media has, then again, I guess that's just the country that we live in right now, man. Social media has some of the dumbest fucking people on earth. I mean, just plain organically stupid. Just organically stupid. But then again, in my world, they may seem stupid. But in their world, they're as sane as everything. Your Steelers and my Chiefs won. Yeah, man. Matthew, I'm getting close to wearing my sneakers, man. I can only wear my sneakers if the Steelers have a winning record. You know, I can wear my medallion. I've been wearing my medallion, but I can't wear my sneakers yet. But I'm getting close. If they can pull out a win after the bye, then I can wear my sneakers, man. I don't know if you caught my sneakers on. Hey, Queen, what's up? I don't know if I posted a couple of pair of my sneakers before, but I'm still looking at Big Ben, man, and I'm sorry, man. The Steelers have won in spite of Ben Roethlisberger. You can't tell me that somebody on that team can't play quarterback better. But I guess they decided to go with it, and I guess they're going to ride it out, man. You know. Who's that, Calcutta? What's going on, Calcutta? Hey, Stevie, I had a dream last night with you, me, and late Butch Reed on your straight shooting. We talked about his career. It is strange, man, that you would have a dream about something like that, man. But, you know, we had Butch on. We did a special show for Butch. You remember that, right? We did a special show for Butch we did it live on YouTube. We did a pre-show for him and did the whole thing, man. And his family, I sent it to his family, and his family really liked it, man. So, you know, that really touched my heart, you know. Matthew, what are you talking about, man? I'm going to check your sneakers out. I think Ben's body has broken down. And, man, Ben ain't kept himself together, man. It's a lot of guys that get old, but they don't look old. Big Ben is one of those guys that didn't keep himself together, and he might still have the intestinal fortitude and the just the experience and mechanics from the brain, but his body ain't there anymore. His body is just not there anymore, man. And you can see it, man. I've been watching Big Ben since he was a rookie, brother. I've never seen someone decline. He hit the wall overnight. He hit the wall overnight, man. And we're seeing it now. I mean, Big Ben is probably playing as bad as, I ain't going to say a rookie, because he complete a lot of passes, but the passes just don't go anywhere. You know, he completed. I mean, look at the passes that he's throwing. If they ain't 5 yards, a quick 5 yards, everybody knows we can get rid of the ball so quick, but the ball ain't going nowhere. And it's not in the middle of the field. Just these quick routes. You need a 3rd and 7, and he'll throw a crossing route that went 3 yards, and the teams already know that's all he can do, and they just sit there and wait for the guys and tackle them, and they don't get the first down the majority of the time. But it is what it is. But if he doesn't retire after this season, I still didn't understand why the Steelers brought him back for another year. I still don't understand that. Without having a contingency plan. That's crazy, man, not to have a contingency plan, and your quarterback had reconstructive surgery on his elbow. So it is what it is, man. What was that, Potts? What's going on, man? I just caught up on all the shows you didn't badmouth me. We badmouth you. Potts, I ain't even thought about you, let alone bad. 50,000 things I'm thinking about other than you. But who was that just said something on Instagram? I'm sorry, guys, I didn't. Leroy. What's up, Leroy? Coach, what's up with you? What's up with you guys, man? Queen says time for Ben to retire. I hear you. I hear you on that. Luckily, you guys have. You know what, Matthew? I'm going to be honest about Najee Harris. I know that a lot of it they can blame on the offensive line, but I'm going to be honest with you, man. I really don't think Najee Harris is ready for the next step yet. I really don't. I thought he was, but then I got to thinking, he's one of those Alabama guys that never got hit, like they were talking about on the show the other night. He never really got hit and got hit in the backfield and stuff like that. That doesn't happen in Alabama because they got such a great offensive line and offensive coordinators and, just the way they run their scheme. But in the pros, it's a little different. And I'm going to tell you right now, Najee Harris can't shake a tackle. He can't shake a tackle, man. I actually believe the backup running back, Balash, should be getting more carries. He should be getting more carries right now to try to open things up because he's like a 3-year veteran and he knows this NFL scheme a little bit better than Najee Harris. I think Najee Harris is raw talent, but I don't think he's ready yet. I really don't. I'm serious, man. He had a good game last week, which I don't know if that was an anomaly or what. But you saw him last night. He caught some passes. But, man, that guy gets hits in the backfield more than any running back in the NFL. It's disturbing to me. And he's this, he's that. He's 6'1", he's 232 pounds, he's big, and blah, 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 blah. Motherfucker, I don't give a shit how big and impressive you look. Get your ass on the field and do something. That's what I'm talking about. Get your ass on the field and do something. And right now, I think Najee Harris, I think Ballage is a better back right now. I ain't going to say a better back, but a more experienced back, and I think he can see things that the rookie just can't see right now. I hope I'm wrong about that, but that's just what I see, Matthew. Seriously. Tonight, the semifinals of King of the Ring tournament between Jinder Mahal and Xavier Woods. Who do you? I think Jinder Mahal, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I thought what they was doing with Jinder Mahal before. I thought that was money, man. You know, the big Indian guy, and he lies to this day and says that he came up with the phrase "the modern day Maharaji." I came up with that. I gave him that at some shows because you know he lives here in Houston. At some shows we were doing here, and I came and I was managing him a few years ago, and I called him. This is back when Vince had let him go the first time, and I called him the modern day Maharaji. Me, Stevie Ray. Now he took it to Vince them, got it all over TV, and then tell me he came up with it. Now, as long as you guys been knowing me, come on, brother. Do that sound like it came out of my mouth, or do it out of my brain, or do it came out of his? I mean, really, bro? I came up with that. Don't even want to give your boy credit. But be that as it may, I think Ginger should go over because I think what they were doing with him a year or two ago, I thought it was money, man, when they put the belt on him and had the other two guys with him. I thought it was money. You know, I really did. Now, I know he got hurt and he wasn't on the show for a while. But what's up, Rob? You know, it is what it is, man. But, you know, I'm tired of people stealing my catchphrases, man. They've been stealing my catchphrases for years, bro. Just taking my shit, man. Just jacking my shit. What's going on, man? Tell me what's going on. Why you want to jack my shit, man? Don't even want to give your boy credit. It's all right, though. It's all good. You know, if they can, I'm like James Brown. James Brown said if some of these kids can use some of my beats to feed their families, let them do it. That's what James Brown said. Unlike Prince, who said, no, nobody get any of my beats. Nobody. But so I'm like that, man. Go on and jack my shit, man. It's all good, man. I called him that at a wrestling show right here in town. The modern day Maharaji. Now listen to that. That wouldn't even come out of nobody's mouth in WWE. Most people don't even know what the Maharaji is. I know what a Maharaji is. I know. He probably didn't even know. Jack my shit, but it's all good, man. I ain't gonna get upset about it, man. I know I get carried away sometimes when I get to thinking about stuff, man. But yo, Calcutta, you like Jinder? You like Jinder, Calcutta? I think it'd be a good match, though. I just hope they bring Jinder back around and put him back in that top tier guys again. Then again, because of his injury history, you know, a lot of times people don't realize if you got an injury history in professional wrestling, they're very cautious with you. They're very cautious because, you know, it's kind of self-explanatory. I don't really have to explain it to you. But I would like to see him back up there. Who was that? Sherry's boy? Sherry's boy. I appreciate that, Sherry's boy. But I don't know. We'll see, man. I'm taping the show right now because I want to see that match. And you're doing some different things with the King of the Ring, man. A little different now this than what it used to be. I kind of like that. You know, I really do. That's gonna be very interesting, man. But hey, there's a lot of people in our world that's always going to be a person that hears an idea and did like Jen in his title run. Yeah, that's true. I can see that, Calcutta. You know, They didn't have him look strong against Drew McIntyre. You know what, Matthew? You're right, man. In that last pay-per-view match, I was just, yeah, you're right, man. They didn't. And, Matthew, that could be a telltale sign. That could actually be a telltale sign. I don't know. But I never really thought about that, Matthew. You might be on something. We'll see tonight, though. You know what I'm saying? We'll see tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna cut my TV on right now. Cut my TV on right now, because see, I'm going to get a bigger television in my dungeon here. I'm going to get a bigger television. See, I got a little bitty television in here now. I'm going to get a bigger one for my wall. That's right in front of my life cycle and right in front of my treadmill. This one here is kind of little, it's off the way, and it's my ceiling fan kind of is in the way. And I'm gonna put one on the wall, so I can start doing my cardio, and I can see, like if I do my cardio up here, I gotta look through the ceiling fan to see it. That shit ain't cool, man. Won't have to turn my head, wanna look straight ahead. You know? What's up, Dunique? What station is that shit on? Oh, USA or something? Let me see. Oh, there it is. I can't turn it up, man, because they'll turn me off. Wait a minute. They're working right now. They're working right now. I got to turn it down because you guys hear it. They cut everything off. But okay. Sherry boys, it's crazy. I thought you as a young man in Chicago, you and Booker were my favorites. How long ago was that? I shouldn't be pulling for him, man, after he jacked my slogan. I shouldn't be pulling for him. I should hope Xavier Uru is dropping right on that big head of his. But hey, it is what it is, man. Let those boys do their thing. And I'm going to have to get another. I'm going to have to. Because, see, if I had my TV right here, then I wouldn't have to turn so far to look at it. I'm kind of hurting my neck to look at it right now. But, it is what it is. Do need is in the house, man. What's going on? But yeah, guys, like I said, Mr. Tibbs is not here tonight. He's working on his house. He's got some things he's trying to finish up with a contractor, and the contractor can only do it today and tonight, and they're not going to be finished. So he's not here today, but tomorrow night, Sonny Ono will be here. And this Wednesday, I'm working on a guest, a serious. I'm going to try to switch gears here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to book this person, but some serious things that I want to discuss on the show, outside of MMA, outside of professional wrestling, outside of boxing, outside of football, and some of the other stuff that we talk about on this show, ladies and gentlemen, on a daily basis and a weekly basis. But this is something that's kind of near and dear to my heart, and it's female abuse. Female abuse, and this is Female Abuse Month, and I'm working on a guest to come on the show this Wednesday. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to get her, but she is one of the advocates of one of the national programs, Queen, domestic violence. And so I'm working on that. and I want to talk about domestic violence, and I want to do a show where I can put it up on YouTube and make stuff like this more aware, like Queen just noted. Domestic violence, female abuse, male abuse, any kind of abuse. Uh, but it is what it is. And that's what I'm working on right now. And I'll know more about that tomorrow. Yeah, I think one of the night tournaments area, WWE, seems to have faded away. Yeah, I think you're right, Calcutta. Maybe some of the writers take their plan. But the thing is, man, it's one thing about Vince. I think Xavier might be another one. I kind of think Finn Balor might win because of the nickname Prince Balor. Huh, that's a good idea. You never thought about it like that. The thing about WWE is one thing I can give them credit for. They don't keep things the way they always change things up. They always change things up. They don't like things to stay the same. Uh, and they go out of their way to keep things changing. And I know a lot of people get so stuck into, the status quo that they don't like to see things change. But we got to realize there are new fans coming in every 6 to 7 years. So they don't know anything about how things used to be. So you have to keep changing. And that's one thing about um, back when I was wrestling. They never was open to anything of change, man. It was just like a one-track mind on stuff, just a wrestling one-track mind. And it took years for those guys to really start seeing things in a different light. When the world is changing, when entertainment is changing, when people are changing, if you got anything, any kind of company, anything that you're selling a product to people, you got to change with it. You got to change with it. That's why people I always hear people say, oh, I wish wrestling was like it was back when I was growing up. Brother, ain't nothing like it was when you was growing up. So why do you want wrestling to be that? Cars ain't like they were. Hairstyles are not like they were. Clothing is not like they were. Television is not like it was. Shit at the movies ain't like it was. Hell, even your own friends, your mama and daddy ain't what they used to be. So it just kind of behooves me when I hear people say that. I'm a big music guy. I love my music when I was growing up. I love music of the 80s and I love music of the 90s. And I love a lot of music from the 2000s. But the music that I love ain't never coming back. And the only way I'm going to see it is to listen to, download the stuff from that I like. Even hip hop. I got to hear somebody talk about, oh, how I did this to a woman, or a woman talking about my pussy this, and a man talking about how I fuck. This is, I can't get into that kind of bullshit. But young people today, that's what they're conditioned for. So I can't knock it. Can't knock it. Because when people condition for shit, that's what they want. Back when I was growing up, a car got 12 miles to a gallon. Nobody gave a shit. Now, everybody want their cars to get 40, 50 miles to a gallon. Everybody give a shit. It's the way of the world. The world will always change. And ain't nothing we can do about it. Nothing. You got to take like my mother used to always say, boy, you got to take the good with the bad. Because sometimes the good suffer with the bad. I always kept that in mind. Like my boy just said, fast food music. There's no substance to it. Nobody even cares. Nobody even cares about a hit. Hit used to mean something back in the day. An artist really made money off a hit. If I had a hit that was on the charts for certain many weeks, now he just hoping he get downloads. Downloads? Spotify, all that kind of stuff. And That's the way of the world, bro. Ain't nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. Now, sell a million copies. You had some money in your back pocket. You sold a million copies back in the day, depending on how your contract was structured. Shit, you had some money. Now, somebody download a million copies, and that ain't the same as cold hard cash, depending on how your contract was structured. You know. Oh, referee, that was a 3 count. That referee should be reprimanded. Okay, Calcutta. I kind of see the writing on the wall. It would be nice to see a one-night tournament. But like you said, WWE doesn't like. Man, because you got all these other entities involved, Calcutta. It's the change, score people. You got to realize now, even wrestling programming is based on oh, that Xavier Woods went over. Good for him. You got to realize now, wrestling is not even the programming and the sponsors and all that stuff are different now. All that stuff is different now. So everything has evolved, man. And I'm just saying, like I said, I hear people talk about wrestling is this, wrestling is that. But to that guy that didn't live through another era, that's who they're pushing the programming to right now. Because you got to realize every 10, 15 years, another generation of people come along. And you got to keep it fresh. One of the reasons why I still listen to Grandmaster Flash, Malcolm McLaren, Cool Herc, Ghetto Boys, and many others. That's right, Dooney, because that music should never die. That music should never die. Good music should never die. Because the age of what we in right now, like somebody just said, that's fast food. That's fast food music, which means you can get it on any street corner. Real music, whether it's hip hop, R&B, rock, pop, country, it says something. That's why one reason I I give kudos to country western, how they blended their music with pop, and they sell so much of it. My buddy was just here in town. Do need buddy man. I've been knowing him 20 something years, man. He goes out with groups and stuff like that. He's security, and he goes out with a lot of big groups and stuff like that. He was just in town this weekend, but he was only going to be here for a night, so we couldn't hook up because they had to get on the bus soon as the show was over and head to can't remember if it was San Antonio or Dallas. But usually when he comes to town, we hang out, or I go to the show and hang out or something like that. And he was in town with a country western artist. I can't remember the guy's name, but they downtown at the Toyota Center, sold out. I can't remember the guy's name. And he been on the road with the guy for 2 months, making money. Making money. Now, back when I was coming up, when I did security at, the big arenas and stuff here in town, everybody sold out. Do you know what kind of people it take to sell out an arena nowadays? We talking about it. This is where the Houston Rockets play. It's about 17, 18,000. Do you know what kind of people come through? That building ain't got a lot of people in it every night because, everybody now go to the smaller venues. But back when I was growing up, back when I was in junior high, hell, we went to concerts and stuff like that when I was in junior high, and the place is packed. Everybody packed. And I was telling my daughter when she was little, I said, it's a shame that kids your age, because she was going, she was a teenage, she'd go down to the Hard Rock Cafe and see different people and stuff like that, in certain clubs and see people. But I was like, a concert was an event when I was a kid, man. And I got to see the greats, whether I was working the concerts or just went to the concerts. That stuff I'll take to my grave, man. Those memories I'll take to my grave because it was so many of them, bro. That was a big deal. Now, tell me about it, Need. Now, you know what I'm saying? The only people that can come to that Toyota Center downtown is some country western singer or somebody like a Beyonce or maybe a Bruno Mars or something like that. And that's it. Even the hip hop guys. I remember people like Run DMC, LL Cool J, and guys like that, maybe Houdini or something like that, would come through town and sell out the Summit or the Compact Center, or what they named it later years. You remember that? That's what I'm saying, Need. You remember that? I mean, Need, you remember that? I'm like, hip hop artists sold out big arenas. Now they can't even go into an arena unless they got damn near $10 billion worth of insurance. Boy, have times changed. Turkey Blaze, what's up? He said he liked Bruno Mars. I like Bruno Mars too. That dude brings it, man. Man. Woo, I ain't never seen him in live, but I've seen him like on television in the award shows and on the Super Bowl and stuff like that. That dude brings it, man. I mean, that's a real artist though, man. That's a real artist. And that's what I'm saying. You can see how all this ties into even professional wrestling. When I was a kid, man, we used to go, when I was elementary school. You believe this? You believe this shit? Elementary school, not junior high. That we would save our money and get on the bus and ride to downtown Houston, get a general admission ticket, which I think back then was about $3. And we watched professional wrestling live as a kid. People took their whole families, We would do that with pro wrestling. We did that with baseball games. We did that with basketball games. Not as many football games. Football's a little different because, football, this is back when the Oilers were really, really hot. So, but we could have, but just the fact that, it was a little different back then. Nowadays, if you're not upper middle class or affluent, you can't even go to a professional wrestling event. Anybody ever think about that? You can't even go to a professional wrestling event, let alone football and basketball and all these other things. The common man could go see all kind of entertainment back when I was a kid and a young man. The common man, bro. What it cost for me to get into a wrestling event back in those days, hell, a Coke cost $4-5. A Coke. Sugar water that kills people. That shit done killed more people than COVID. You know what I'm saying? God damn. Woo, man, how the world changed or what, bro? Who's that? Hold on a second here, guys. See who this is. Any given Sunday. Yeah. Anyone questioning if Aerosmith and Run DMC were doing music video together, but they proved everybody wrong. Yeah, you're right, Calcutta. Oh, Matthew, you got to be joking, man. Don't even bring that up. Matthew said, especially like Raw Rumble. And man, I keep getting these commercials from Indian motorcycles. They want me to buy an Indian motorcycle so damn bad. They are always sending me shit. I want an Indian, but man, my bike is like so sweet. I ain't gonna get one right now. But I want to get one. But my bike is too sweet, so why get rid of it? WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I mean, everything now has just gone through the roof. To see live entertainment now, like I said, it's for upper middle class affluent. And if you don't have that kind of paper, you're not seeing no live event. Back in the day, man, a family could go see, a father and his 3, 4 kids. He'd take them all to see baseball, basketball, things like that. Now, if you don't leave, you're going to spend $300 at a wrestling event or basketball event, as much as everything costs, with the purchasing of, merchandising and stuff like that. A hot dog costs $7, $8, a drink. I'm like, what? God, it's like robbery, man. And it's, hell, you right, Matthew, even at the movies now. I guess that's why I haven't been to a movie. Man, Matthew, I haven't been to a movie probably in 3 years, man. I know it before the COVID. I can't remember the last time I went to see. And I'm like, the tickets, man. I'm like, man, this entertainment thing, bro, they ain't what it used to be, man. And it ain't gonna. That's just the way the world. I'm just saying that's just the way the world. That's the things we start talking about how things are changing. Everything is geared now for the person that is the fanatic that doesn't care how much anything else. Everything is geared for those people now. And it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it, bro. I never thought I'd see the day that a professional wrestling pay-per-view will cost more than a boxing pay-per-view. Think about that. Just moved to New York. Just moved from New York to Houston. I'll definitely be at Mania with the squad. The money is at Club Onyx. My buddy work at Onyx, man. When you go over there, tell him you Stevie Ray's friend and you looking for Joker. Okay? Tell him you're a friend of mine. He'll hook you up. Now, don't anybody out there listening that you didn't hear me say this, all right? Because Stevie Ray he don't do stuff like that no more, okay? He don't do that. Who was that? $10 for fries, $20 for a beer, $15 for nachos. Can you believe that? Nachos, the cheapest shit on earth. Some cheese over the cheapest nachos they done bought by the thousands. Don't even have a real good crunch to them. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That people eating that shit, then put that jalapenos on there. The jalapenos probably the best thing on them. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're gonna kill ourselves. Don't eat that shit. In my country, it's $59.99 for a WWE pay-per-view. Bruh, the last pay-per-view boxing thing I seen, or MMA, was about the same price. Can you believe that? Shh. Well, that coach said he bring his own food. You cheapskate. I'm gonna be honest with you, Coach. I did the same thing at a movie a few years back. Can't remember what movie it was, but I had stopped and got like a hamburger or something because I don't like eating popcorn, man. I'm one of them guys who eat popcorn because my teeth are spread out, in my mouth. So whenever I eat popcorn, and stuff gets stuck in my teeth all the time. And I've been like that since I was a little kid. So I like popcorn, but I got to pick it all out after I eat it. So I can't remember who. I think I was with my daughter. We went to see a movie. This might have been this a few years back, and I had stopped and got like a hamburger or something, and my daughter had a purse with her. She put it in her purse. I'm like, because that garbage that they serve at the movies, man. Come on, man. If I'm gonna eat some junk food, at least let me eat some junk food that's tasty. Not this straight up garbage. And I didn't say garbage. I said garbage. Big difference. Garbage. I remember in the 90s, who's this Turkey Blaze? I remember in the 90s, I went to see Batman Forever, and I'll never forget. This guy had a plate covered with aluminum foil. Cracked it open, and I was tearing it up. Yeah, how did he smuggle that stuff in, man? Come on, man. I'm going to tell you, man. Yeah, you got to be honest, man. That food at the movies is straight up horrible. Who disagrees with me? That shit shouldn't, I wouldn't serve that garbage to a dog. Seriously. That's right, Kush. I said garbage. Not garbage. Garbage. Straight up garbage. I mean, I eat something at the movie theater and got to go straight to the bathroom. Remember going to the movies with my dad seeing Terminal 2, and we sneaked in pop and pizza. Yeah, that's kind of easy to sneak in, huh? If you got it in the right stuff. If you got a big enough coat on. Because, the people that's taking the money and stuff, they don't care. I don't think anybody should care. But how many times you been sitting in the movies and you smell somebody eating something and you know it wasn't something that they bought at the concession stand? You can smell it. You're like, oh man, somebody brought something really nice in here, And you smell it all through the movie theater. Make you really want some food instead of this garbage that they selling, man. I mean, come on, bro. This movie theaters will kill you, man. They'll kill you. It's crazy, man. But I'm just saying, man, going back to how things used to be and how things are now, man, it's just a different world out there, bro. And the world is changing, man. The world is changing in a lot of ways for the better, in a lot of ways, not so much, especially when you're used to other things. Eating some chicken in the movies. People bring chicken in, you can smell it, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Because that's a smell that you don't get in the movies. You can smell it, man. Somebody be eating good, too, bro. But I did that one time. I admit I did it one time, once. Y'all think I'm just putting it out there, but no, this happened, man. I was like, no, they ain't gonna get me this time. I've been giving my money to the movie for a zillion years, man. Then got to go get this stale ass popcorn with all this butter on it. That I got to be picking out of my teeth for the next 2 hours. I ain't doing it no more, man. I ain't doing it, man. That's why I told everybody, if you want Stevie Ray to hook you up, okay? If you, that Matthew, that. Matthew, man, you crazy, man. Pork sandwich. Oh man, you sickening, man. But hey, man, that's why now, when I want to watch a movie, I do it at my home. Or if I want to watch a movie, I can do it in my car. I'm sorry, car, but on my phone. I'm telling you. And I've been trying to tell y'all, if y'all want me to hook y'all up, y'all need to send me an email. Okay? That's Stevie Ray, one word, _ 911 at yahoo.com. Stevie Ray, one word, _ 911 at yahoo.com. I'm just trying to hook y'all up. If you want to get hooked up. If you want something for a good price, and you want to see movies, and you want to see sports events, pay-per-view, you need to holler at your boy. I mean, I'm just putting it out there because that's the kind of person I am, bro. The kind of person I am. But if you don't want to, that's even if you're overseas, bro. I got you hooked up. You need to holler at your boy. That's all. You need to holler at your boy. But if you don't want to, you know, if y'all relying on them fire sticks and all that stuff, I ain't gonna say nothing, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all don't hear me? Stevie Ray don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. That's cool. But hey, I'm just trying to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to put it out there. But, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to Stevie, my dream is to see front row AEW. Oh, man. The thing about AEW, remember I was telling you guys I was at the live AEW event here about a month ago, a little over a month ago. Man, their places are sold out, but they're not doing the really, really big venues. Like, they're doing like 10,000 seats. They was over at the college, University of Houston. And the thing is, man, it's a great seat, great venues, and the tickets are not astronomical. The tickets are not astronomical, and you get to see great live entertainment. Serious business. Well, who is that talking about? Can you hook up? Hell yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I just gave you my email. Shoot me an email and say, hey, Stevie Ray, I want to know a little bit more about what you was talking about. I might hit you back. Give you a little 411. See what I'm saying? I'm just saying, this is how I get down. Okay? But y'all ain't got to listen to me, man. Y'all listen to all them other saps out there, don't know nothing. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm just trying to be there for everybody, man. I try to hook people up, man. If I get hooked up, I'm going to hook you up. You know, that's how I see it. You better know it, Matthew. You better know it. You see Mikey Garcia got his ass handed to him this weekend, right? You see that shit? You know I saw it, right? You hear me, Matthew? You know I saw it. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm going to tell you, Matthew. But no, you ain't going to listen to me, man. You just like all the other hard heads. Don't want to listen to your boy. I'm trying to hook my buddies up. They, I get back with you. Okay. I ain't asking you no more than once. That's what I'm talking about. No more than once. Because I got things to do. You know. Oh, wait a minute, man. No, ain't no wait a minute, dog. Yeah, right. But this the deal. I'm watching it live. You dig? I was watching it live. A lot of people didn't even know it was coming on. Looking forward to Dylan White versus Otto One. Yeah, that ought to be a good one too. You know, I'm the fight I want to see. And Matthew, I can't believe you didn't bring this up. Canelo. Canelo is getting ready to get down. I think that's in a couple of weeks. What's the day? The 15th? What the fuck is the day's date? Look on my watch. I don't even know how to pull the date up on my watch. I think like the 18th or something like that. But Caleb Plant said, ain't no punk in me. That's what he said. Oh, really? Topps trading cards with the Godzilla characters? Man, I'll be up in Connecticut this weekend doing card shows and stuff like that. This will be the first one. Cause with the COVID and everything, man, I have refused to leave town. Even though I left town for business, I had to go out to California 2, 3 times during the COVID lockdown. But that was business, man. So it was money involved. If there ain't no money involved, you know, I got to get my paper, man. But other than that, man, I didn't want to go do any of the wrestling card shows or anything like that. But I'm going to now because things have kind of opened up a little bit. You know, Justin, you said you listen. We'll see. Stevie, not sure you've seen Rakishi's post, but he's uh, hooking folks up with $1,000 for them to pay. No, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see. And what is that again? He's hooking folks up with $1,000 for them to pay their bills. No, actually, I didn't see that, man. And I follow Rakishi, man. Matter of fact, I had his shirt on that he gave me today at the gym. Yeah, I had his Samoan Dynasty. He sells that Samoan Dynasty stuff, and I was wearing it at the gym today. I've gotten a few pictures of myself wearing, because he only gave me one shirt, man. That cheapskate should have gave me one in each 2 colors. Gave me one. I'm glad he gave me one though, because I was out in California. We was doing a show together 2, 3 years ago. Me, him, Ron Simmons, Teddy Long, Chaz Gaspar, whole bunch of us, man. We had a good time out there. That's the last time I had seen Chad Gaspar. Right, he died a few months after that, man. It was kind of crazy looking back on it now. Justin, say the email. Yeah, you got it, Justin. That's it. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to hook people up, bro. But they don't listen. Matthew, come on, man. Caleb can fight, man. You don't think he got nothing for you don't think he got nothing for Canelo? I don't either. I don't either, man. I ain't finna let no little sucker push me in the chest and almost cave my chest in, and I don't do nothing. You kidding me, man? Man, come on, man. Cut his eye with his glasses, trying to look cool. No, I think Caleb wears glasses, though. I think he was wearing glasses. They was tinted, so they look like shades. But I honestly think he wears glasses when he's just walking around. And I know he wears contacts sometimes too. But wait a minute, man. Potts is saying something. Caleb gonna get dropped. Come on, man. Lazy bum. Come on, man. Get him. You might be right, lazy bum. I just thought Caleb go. I think Caleb might go the distance, man. But you probably got it right, man. The way he looked that night. I've been watching a ton of First Amendment audit videos. Had a lot to do with our talks. It makes me sick that there is so much footage out there and nothing gets done. You got to realize something, Posh. You live in a system. A system is only as good as the people that run it and the mindsets behind it. What was I just talking about earlier? How people don't want to change. Some people don't want to change. Some people can't change because they're so ingrained and embedded into the things that they believe and the thing of people that they're around. So they're incapable of change because everything that they see is right, even though they can be 100% wrong. What you have to realize when you see those artists, what is the one thing that they all have in common, Potts? What is the one thing? Potts was just asking me about some of these First Amendment audit videos that you see on YouTube. A lot of these people are taping police officers when they're pulled over and counted by police officers. What is the one thing they all have in common? Want me to tell you what the one thing they all have in common? Police officers, even when they're wrong, in their minds, they can't possibly be wrong. Even when they don't know the law, in their minds, they can't possibly be wrong. And as long as you have people with that mindset, you're going to steady have this disconnect between citizens and police officers. Because in the world of what I'm talking about, a system, the system can't possibly be wrong, even when it has bad apples. And even when they know they're wrong, they will stand behind wrong. And that's what's wrong. That is what's wrong. Whereas I am a police officer, I have the right to take liberties when I shouldn't take liberties. And even when this patriot knows the law frontwards and backwards, I can't possibly be wrong. You can go back to the George Floyd. I hate to do this, but you can go back to the George Floyd video of Derek Chauvin with his knee on his neck. And if you look at the video of that man, he was as relaxed as someone that just got home, that kicked his shoes off and picked up a beer and started drinking it. He was that relaxed because deep down in the medulla of his fucking brain, this is ordinary. And if I hurt someone, who gives a shit? Just another guy. And then you have other police officers go, well, whatever. I got to stand behind him because it's a culture that dwells within a system. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, I didn't want to get off on that, but I was telling you guys Wednesday that I'm gonna try to have someone to come on and talk about domestic violence. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm working on it. But I'll give you guys a heads up on the day. It won't have anything to do with what we usually talk about, which is football, basketball, little baseball, pro wrestling, MMA, boxing, movies, TV shows, and everything in between. I want to tackle this subject. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to start tackling a lot more serious subjects that's off the cuff of what we usually do on this show. Now, some of you guys might like it, some of you guys might not like it, but I'm not doing it for my entertainment. I'm doing it because I'm interested in things like this because, as you guys know, I'm out in the community a whole lot. And these are subjects that I've never got a chance to really talk about, that I'm trying to learn as much more about some of these things as possible because I'm always on the outside looking in. But I want to be on the inside trying to learn as much as I possibly can. And it won't be all the time. We'll still have fun in doing what we do. But these are some things that's near and dear to my heart. And this will be the first one of a few more that I'll be looking at, especially in 2022. Like I said, we'll still have fun. We'll still have the Sunnies. We'll still have the Jimmys. You still have myself. But Every now and then, ladies and gentlemen, I want to have some people on to talk about some serious subjects. Because I'm going to be honest with you, man. I mean, even myself, some of the stories I've heard from listening to other shows, and I always wanted to ask questions, but I'm not on the show and I don't have access to shows. Certain times I'm listening to them and this, that, and the other. So I figured I'd do it myself. Who better to do it than me? But I just want to let everybody know I want to do a show like this, but I'm not just letting you guys know Stevie Ray is not getting away from his platform. You know how we like to have fun and rib each other and talk shit to each other and talk shit about everybody else and have fun about whatever subjects may be, because that's what we do, man. That's what the show is about, having fun and laughing and talking and chopping it up. But I'm going to switch gears a little bit, man. It's just for myself. And I know you guys understand that. So I'm also starting a new podcast in a couple of weeks that's going to be on the Boss Up Network. Well, I'll be talking more sports and stuff like that. But I might be shifting gears there also. I'm sorry, I just got so much stuff running through my head that interests me from political things, just like some of the stuff Potts was just alluding to when it comes to, the police in this country. What people don't realize is that when it comes to police officers, and I've talked about this on my other podcast that I do with Vince Russo, a lot of people don't understand. As long as there's a war on drugs, there's going to be a war on poverty at the same time. They go hand in hand. That's why a police officer pull you over in River Oaks, gives you a ticket. He pulls you over in Sunnyside, and first thing he asks you is, do you have any guns in the car? They both were speeding, or they both had a tail light out. What is the difference? Do I really have to spell it out to you? Do I? That's the difference. Because one has been given instructions to do this in this part of time. One has been given instructions to do this in this kind of time. Because I'm protected by my qualified immunity. So I can take liberties upon your liberties. Even though I swore on a stack of Bibles to defend the Constitution and your constitutional rights. How fucked up is this shit I'm saying? Does anybody really think about it like this? No, you don't. You know why? Because you don't have to. Some people you don't have to. Some people you live it every day. But as long as there is a war on drugs, anybody ever asked themselves, why isn't marijuana legal? Everybody smokes it. Hell, congressmen, senators. Shit, Barack Obama admitted he smoked dope. Who gives a shit about drugs? You know why it's not legal? Because it'll stop. It will stop that porthole of young African American men being put in jail for nothing, of which they make money off these guys when they go through the state and the system. That's why. It ain't rocket science. Simple economics. If you know anything about history, and if you know anything about different governments that have been around all over the world, governments prey on the weak. Ain't no different even in a democratic society. Ain't no different. They prey on the weak. Pa say because the best weed isn't from the United States. Fuck no. Hell no. I mean, I ain't never seen nobody steal a television because of some weed. I ain't never seen somebody have a 10-car collision, run off a bridge because of some weed. Never seen anybody walk out in front of a car because of some weed. It's old as the crucifixion, y'all. It is old as the crucifixion. But, hey, keep the rich rich and the poor poor. Who's that? Come on, brother. If you rich, do you really want to be poor? You know what the rich man say when this kind of stuff comes up? Better them than me. Hey, I'm walking the other way. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Human nature. Human nature's a mother, man. Come on. Hey, man, your neighbor house is burning down. How far down is he? I don't want him to get no little chips on my shit. Let me put some water on my shit. Damn. Instead of going, hey man, everybody go out there and help him get the fire out before the fire trucks, before the fire trucks get him to save his stuff, man. So it ain't that much damage. Boy, what a world we live in, huh? It's amazing. But horrifying at the same time. Unbelievable. Hey, I want to smoke so bad, but I can't because my CDL. Shit, Pops, I got a CDL too. Well, I used to. But now, man, they can test you at any time, Pops. You never know. They send you over there to do that random drug test. And that random drug test, boy. Man. They even check you for alcohol now. You know, if you drink the day before or something, it better be gone. Man, this shit getting crazy, bro. Man, isn't it? Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying, bro. I mean, I know a zillion people that smoke weed, man. And they're the most normal people on earth. Now, the person that drinks a lot of alcohol, I don't want to be around that motherfucker. Anybody hear me on that? The motherfucker that drinks all the time, I'm like, man, get the fuck out of the way. Motherfucker smoke weed, okay, that's the coolest motherfucker in the world. I love being around that guy. But, put the alcoholic in some kind of rehab program and this, that, and the other. And he done ran over somebody at the light or ran in the back of somebody and kids in the car and nobody gives a shit. I don't eat anything with poppy seeds. Yeah, me neither. But I'm just saying, guys, hey, man, we had a good time talking tonight, man. We got to start doing this more, just coming out and shooting the shit with everybody, man, and seeing what everybody wants to talk about, man. But I've been so busy with this other project, man. I've been putting a lot of my podcast stuff on hold, but I'm going to start picking it back up here in a little bit. Y'all just bear with me on that. And tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, Sonny Ono will be back. Daniel, where the hell you been, man? Man, you don't pop up no hour in the show talking about I missed this one. What the hell you been doing, man? Watching WWE or Monday Night Football or neither? Now, Dan, you didn't really miss too much, man. We were just chopping it up about a few things, man, and whatever everybody want to talk about, from prices of entertainment and how entertainment done changed, how so on and forth. Matter of fact, Daniel, we went through a few things tonight, man. we went to a few things tonight that we hadn't really thought about in a while, man. So you didn't really miss much, but you did miss. I guess you can say you did miss some stuff, but you know, it is what it is, man. Hey, you be back tomorrow night. You know, tonight Jimmy wasn't on the show, so I was just talking about whatever everybody else wanted to talk about, man. And I was just telling the guys I'm gonna have to start doing more of this, you know, and you know, just chopping it up with everybody, seeing what everybody wants to talk about. You know, I didn't get a chance. Jimmy got with me late, so I didn't really get a chance to put no stuff together. So I just kind of like rumbled off the top of my head, you know. It is what it is. But next time I'll have some topics to talk about. Like I'll talk about Colin Powell. He died tonight. I mean, he died today. His family put out a statement. And a few other things as it pertains to boxing, a few other things that pertain to football and things of that nature. So that's what I would have talked about if I had time to prepare to talk to you guys earlier. But I didn't, you know, but we still make the best of it, man, because, hey, man, we're a team, man. Everybody got something to say. I'm here to listen. I'm here to give my perspective, and that's what makes the show, man. That's what makes it the world's most dangerous podcast. We can talk about the most dangerous stuff in the world, or we can talk about the most pleasant stuff in the world. It don't make me no never mind. But I'm not live on my Facebook page because they kicked me off Facebook for 7 days. Like I really give a shit, but it is what it is, man. But hey, man, all you guys out there tonight, Instagram land, appreciate you tagging along because I'm trying to get my system set up so you guys I can put Instagram on at the same time. As matter of fact, I'm gonna try to take YouTube off, not YouTube, but Facebook. I want to get Facebook off and try to replace it with Instagram. Because I think the Instagram guys, I ain't got nothing against now one of them, but it is what it is, man. I'm tired of fucking Facebook and they bullshit, man. But anyway, guys, I'm going to see everybody tomorrow night. But I'm going to play some music before I go. Let's see what's on. Let's see what's on the thing. They're going to cut me off. I think they already cut my music off. Oh well, it is what it is. Hold on. But hey, everybody, tomorrow night, the great Sanayono, Tokyo Heat, and like I said, Wednesday night, I'm gonna be trying a little something different if I can make it happen. I'll know a little bit more tomorrow. Everybody have a good night, and we're going to leave you with one of the best rock bands in the history of mankind, Journey. Peace.